last place! Yes, that is right. It turns out picking a team full of Corey LaJoie and Rick Ware racing cars will not get you a great fantasy team roster. We finished 653rd, the Fortune Cookies did, out of a 700 member league. But here's the thing, is you get people that start the year and then don't fill out their rosters. Out of all the people that actually earned points this weekend, any points at all, and you'll earn at least 1 point for starting the race, we were last place. So yeah, in NASCAR Chasm's Fantasy Dumpster Fire, which has like almost 2,500 people, it's like 2,400. We were in the 23s. We were 5 places away from last place. So it did not go well, to say the least, this weekend for the fantasy, for the Fortune Cookies. We did get Chevrolet as the manufacturer though, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Also, check this out. Somebody else has been inspired by this video series. They're doing a random number generator, so I didn't cross out their names. Which, by the way, that's not like an ego thing where I'm trying to erase everybody else. That's like a weird me being all paranoid to like there's something against the rules about releasing everybody's names because nobody's signed a waiver or anything to be part of this video series. I don't. Nobody reads the terms and conditions of anything. It's like 14 pages of legalese, so whatever. We're just we're getting rid of all the names just to cover our bases. Anyway, let's take a look at the standings. The standings for the NASCAR on Reddit League, which has 701 members. We are currently 607th with 287 points, a little over 300 points away from the points leader. Very quickly, before we set our Fortune Cookie roster for Las Vegas, race 4, we're going to take a look at my serious entry here and how we did. We actually did pretty good. I finished 10th in our 100 person league, which has about like 70 or so active members. So not bad at all, 192 points. My worst finisher was Denny Hamlin in 11th. That speeding penalty, wow, big surprise, Denny Hamlin speeding on pit road. That really killed an even better result. But he finished 11th, still 7th in fantasy rank points. Kyle Larson was my best driver in rank points for 3rd. And for once in my life, I finally made a correct garage decision. Christopher Bell, I was really high on him going into this weekend. I thought he was going to be doing really good. Not so much. He finished 20th, got 20th in rank points, and yeah, he wasn't looking so great in the middle of the race around the end of stage 2, and I garaged him. And that was the right call for once. It never works out when I change drivers mid-race. Also, my mom did pretty good. She got 14th in our league and 185 points. So hey, good for her. So in the overall point standings for my serious 100-person league, that 10th place finish moved me up to 9th in the points. About 40 or so points out of first. So hey, it's very early in the season, but not doing too bad. All right, so that is all out of the way. Let's get what you came to see. Let's set our roster. Your day will be filled with sunshine and happiness. Yeah. Oh, also, bonus for this brand, we switched up brands a little bit. We're gonna learn some Chinese. Cherry, as in the food. Ying Tao. There goes the security force. Alright, anyway, so first pick, and to avoid having to search for all these numbers, I just brought up the entry list, which has everybody in number order. The first number is 36. which is one of the Front Row Motorsports entries, but I don't think they have anybody. Nope, moving on. 35. Also nobody. 31. Oh man, this might be the worst one yet, at least as far as getting real drivers go. No 31. 55. No 55. 23! Hey, we got one, and it's Bubba Wallace. 23-11 Racing with Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin. They're doing okay so far this year. You know, about what we expected, I think. Next one is 4. Hey, we might not finish in last place this weekend. We got Kevin Harvick. I'm putting him on my real team too. Alright, so we'll cycle back to 36. And we'll start our counting up, which means Ryan Preece is our next driver. I don't know if I'm making this up in my head, but I feel like he's quietly having a solid season. Last year he had terrible luck, but is he doing okay? Am I making this up? Is this a false memory? Anyway, 35. That'll just keep going. So we got, once again on the team, Fast Pasta, Anthony Alfredo. That's going to cycle up to 38. Last one is 31, which I think is going to go into 32. Nope, no 32 entry this time, but it is going to cycle into Daytona 500 winner 34, Michael McDowell, who is like 4th in points right now. Like, you know, when he won the 500, I was like, yeah, don't be that surprised. He's a pretty good plate racer, but this is very surprising to see that team. I mean, good for them. But, wow, they've continued this good performance, so that is pretty surprising. Anyway, Michael McDowell, let's find him and put him on the team. And the garage driver, which we won't put in, but might affect our bonus picks, is 55. That's going to be Timmy Hill, who I learned something from this entry list, is going to be driving a 2018 Toyota in this race. So there is your Fortune Cookie Motorsports entry for round 4 at Las Vegas. Actually not a terrible team this time, probably pretty middle of the pack. We've got one all-star driver and then a bunch of kind of like middle guys, so not bad. Very quickly, we'll take a look at my own personal team. And Las Vegas is a place that I really don't know a whole lot about. So this was a lot of looking at driver averages, looking at the odds, looking at just qualifying. So we've got Joey Logano. He's the only guy who I'm like, oh yeah, he's good at Las Vegas, I guess. I don't know. That's a gut feeling. Brad Keselowski's got pretty good stats. And then we've just got Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Kevin Harvick. And I didn't know for garage driver Austin Dillon, he's been steadily improving over his career. He was pretty solid last year. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so that is it. I think most of these videos are going to start coming out on Wednesday at the earliest, because that seems to be when the odds get posted. I think NASCAR waits for the qualifying to come out to post odds or something. So yeah, there we go. That's it. Stop motion fans, production has begun on race, 6, I think, in my own personal stop motion series, so I'm pretty excited for that. You can keep following the YouTube. I've started doing that comment thing on YouTube now, so you can follow that for updates, or if you want to look at like the in-universe lore, I've got a website, which I'll put in the description. But yeah, that's it. We'll see you guys next week. We'll discuss the results, and we'll set a new roster. See you then.